this is Corinne Connerino, aka Suburban Time Waster, and I want to say hi to my fellow time wasters. Thanks for checking out my video. I know this is just the start of it, but I forgot the hey fellow time wasters part at the beginning. And it's probably not that hard to believe because, well, I am filming this like less than an hour before class. It's a Zoom class, which is why I have time to make this. And I did not have time to finish that Tomb Raider level. I was originally going to do a Floor 9 demo, but by the time I got to the demo, the full game had already been released. And like I said, no new games unless it's a demo. So get ready for T for Sauna. I don't know what this game is about, but I saw the artwork and it looked cool. The worst already happened. We survived war, left our homes, grieved our losses, started anew in a strange land. Okay, this is turning out a little deeper and depressing than I thought. I'm safe, but a moment of peace feels fragile in my hands, like loose threads of fabric. Pull too hard and the world may fall apart. It's an old secret known by healers. The fear of death settles in after danger has passed. It burrows into the wounds left open by loss. I'm lost. Besides the story she embroidered in this world, I have nothing left of her to keep safe. I wake every night to fumble in the dark. A candle's flame only seems to cast bigger shadows, lighting a room full of objects I don't recognize, and the mere image of a stranger living in my body. I'm forgetting. Before it's too late, I'll write down what's left of my life. I am Vesna. My grandmother lived with me in the mountains before she passed. Now I'm alone to contend with the spirits who inhabit this land. The villagers who live in the valley may have lost their healer. The duty falls on me. I need to find a way to take her place. If I can't heal myself, they'll all be lost. You left yourself some notes to help you remember important things. Where to find ingredients. I've been misplacing my ingredients lately. Might have to look in unusual places to find them. I can check my inventory by pressing F. Once I have the right ingredients, I can cook for the villagers who need me. Reading, how to remember recipes. Now that my memory is failing, I need to start writing down recipes. Who knows? I may need to pass them down one day. My memory is triggered in strange ways. If I can't remember something, I should just look around and try to internalize what I see. The recipes I learned will be written down in the book near the fireplace. Keep reading, how to cook. To cook dishes, I just need to interact with the fireplace downstairs. I'll need the recipe and the right combination of my ingredients. As long as I have my recipes, there's no way I'll forget how to cook. Who are my friends? I worry most about forgetting my friends. There are still some people in the village I don't know well, so I'll need a way to keep track of them all. I'll start taking notes about the people I meet. I can check them by pressing Q. Keep reading. Who am I? I must have written this as a joke. I won't forget who I am. Hopefully. Okay, F for recipes, Q for people. I understand what I need to do now. Some of these books are written by the village scholars. They cover the history of this region. What will you need? What will you read? The founding of our village. You wrote these notes for your own book about the history of the village's founding. We needed a place that would accept all of us. Men, women, children, soldiers, pacifists, farmers, craftsmen, and scholars from both nations. Well, that sounds like a dream place. We chose this valley because the only truly safe place is the fretwork of warring regions. All who wanted peace were accepted into a mismatched group of settlers. The price of our refuge was the risk of unknown dangers. Why had this valley been left uninhabited for so long? All we had were superstitions. By entering this place, some said, you entered into a contract with the mountain god. She would keep you safe, but you would have to coexist with her children, the spirits of the mountain. They are said to play tricks on people and feed on their thoughts. The unconscious mind is brought to life in the mountains, manifesting in unpredictable ways. The final clause in this contract, none who enter the valley would ever be able to leave. Wary from hunger and loss, our group understood and accepted the mountain god's terms. For us, this was a fair price for peace. This book is almost finished, but I wrote it backwards. It still needs a first section to give more context about the war. For the longest time, I haven't been able to finish writing it. There's nothing new. I'll read later. You've collected some books about food, cooking, and healing practices. What will you read? Healing through cooking. There's no doubt that food and drink have properties that sustain and nourish us. But can they really heal wounds of the body, mind, and spirit? Those who heal through cooking think so. It takes more than eating a handful of leafy greens, they say. The dish needs to be tailored to the person and the ailment. Through conversation with the patient, food healers can pinpoint the issue and devise a dish that serves the patient's hidden needs. In one case, a patient suffered from tightness in his throat. A talk with the healer revealed an aversion to speaking his mind, which led to conflicts in his life. His throat eventually tightened to the point that he could barely speak at all. The healer determined that a nettle-shaped spirit had taken root in the patient's throat. The cure was a brew of herb-infused brandy, green-tinted with a fresh, sharp bite. The brandy was strong enough to flesh out the spirit. The patient claimed the brandy cleared his mind of inhibitions. Days later, his throat pain was healed. Well, that sounds like a miracle cure to me. Dried herbs, bark, roots, seeds, animal bones. Everything I need to make healing brews and tinctures. I forgot to close a few of these drawers. What's in this one? Coffee. Why did I put this in here? Got coffee beans. It's a needlepoint picture of a woman reading. A glowing shape hovers near her face. You try to touch it, but all you feel is the threaded canvas. It's as if the light is embedded in the stitches, even as it floats around. What's going on? I'm sure this wasn't part of the original pattern. Oh, I gotta check out the chest, come on. So this game has an Avion style. For those of you who don't know, Avion's like this, well, it was this 2D game I used to play a long time ago. Sana, is that you? Why do you have your hood up? I can't see your face. Vesna, it's nothing to worry about. I just came to talk. Yeah, when it's with the hood up, it's never good. It's a picture of Baba's cherry tree. You used to climb it when you were little. Beneath the picture is a small table with an embroidered cloth. Sometimes you leave an offering of food or drink here. Baba, I miss having coffee with you. Many craftspeople live in the village. They knit, embroider, make pottery, carve tools and figurines. When Baba helped a villager with her stomach pains, she gifted us this woven bag as thanks. We collected many useful things this way. You have books in a wide range of subjects, but your favorites were written by scholars who researched the history of the valley. What will you read? Folk tales of the past people. The past people believed in a bear god who governed the spirits of the mountain and protected the valley below. Their tribe lived there peacefully for centuries, hidden away, unbothered by the threats of invasion that plagued nearby lands. They appointed a spiritual healer to bridge the divide between its people and the mountain spirits. This healer was also responsible for curing the people of various ailments, physical and otherwise, through the use of a special item that was unique to each healer. In one tale, the item is a set of bells, while in others it's a wand, censer, or crystal. Its purpose is to clear the healer's mind and scare off mischievous spirits. In another tale of the past people, the healer confers with a villa in the guise of an insect wearing human clothes. It offers a mix of advice and misdirection. In yet another tale, a plague corrupts a set of ceramic dishware and sends its fragile pieces marching through the village, infecting every vase, cup, and pot in its path. A final gem describes a dark presence who haunts a golden teapot. This fiend asks riddles of all who approach and invites them to drink tea. Those who accept are absorbed into the spirit world for eternity. Most readers expect some embellishment in the folk tales of a lost tribe, but those who live in the valley today would admit that these tales seem closer to reality than myth. What will you read next? Okay, Preternatural Properties of Ancient Script. What the? past people claimed to have writing system imbued with special powers. The script was used sparingly in day-to-day life, reserved for the tribe's sacred matters. Sorry about that, the screen disappeared for a second. It was said that, when used correctly, the script could allow one to speak with animals, reveal hidden secrets, or unlock doorways into the spirit world. For fear of unintended consequences, most of the tribe's people were forbidden to learn the ancient script. A trusted few, such as the tribe's spiritual healer, were allowed to read and write it. Even so, the script was used only in the most exceptional cases. In the present day, a few village scholars have seen spirits up close in their true forms. If you look closely, they say, the spirits are shaped almost like letters. Well, that wasn't as long as the folktale one. I'll read later. Is everything alright? Folktales the past people! I've been looking everywhere for this book. And you have preternatural properties, the ancient script? These are supposed to be in the library, Vesna. Did you borrow them and then forget to return them? Is that why you're here? So? You came halfway up the mountain to reclaim all the library books I stole or borrowed? No, I came to see you. But you know me, easily distracted by interesting books. That's a known fact, Sanas. Well, I'm glad to see you. So? Why are you staring at me? It's because I'm so cute, right? Why is your hood up? You have your hood pulled down so far that it's covering your eyes. Is something bothering you? Well, that's sort of why I'm here. But I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Is it an eye infection? You don't have to be embarrassed. I help people with much stranger problems all the time. This is a bit different. That's okay. Take your time. Make yourself comfortable and we'll talk when you feel ready. What brings you here? I was just thinking, it's been a while since you last visited me. What made you come all the way here today? Yes, sorry about that. I've been absorbed in some research, but if you miss me, you can always come down to the village. Maybe. Some of the villagers seem uncomfortable when I'm around, so it's a bit... Anyway, you're avoiding my question. Wonder why she makes the villagers uncomfortable. Why I'm here? Why don't we have some tea first? Oh, I'm so scatterbrained lately. I can't believe I didn't offer right away. What would you like to drink? I'll get some water boiling. Coffee or tea? I've only got coffee beans. Do you remember my favorite? Yes, of course. If it's no trouble, I know the ingredients are hard to find. No trouble at all. If I don't have them on hand, I might just need to head outside for a bit. I'll be back with something to drink. Help Sana. Sana has been hiding her face under a hood. Maybe make you her favorite tea. She'll tell you what's wrong. Great, what is her favorite tea? Coffee beans. Whole coffee beans from a neighboring land. The bold, smoky smell makes you crave a fresh cup. There's some black tea drying on the table. This is the base for an important tea recipe, but on its own, it's pretty plain. With the right additional ingredients, I could make something special. Got tea leaves. I have enough tea for now. Alright, so I just gotta look around and figure out Sana's favorite dish. It shouldn't be too hard. Maybe that has a recipe on it I can use. This is your recipe book. When you remember cooking recipes, they will be written here. I don't have any recipes written down yet. I should look around. Something could spark my memory about the book. We never used to have a recipe book. Baba did everything from memory and measured ingredients with coffee and teacups from her kitchen. She judged everything with her senses. The weight and texture of good batter, the smell of perfectly roasted vegetables, even the gentle sound of broth simmering at the speed she liked for stews and soups. I was only starting to learn these instincts before her mind began to fade, and now... I should have started writing down these recipes a long time ago. If I can remember them now, her cooking can go on making people happy. If she hasn't written them before, that's what happens when you rely on your own memory and it starts to fade. My knife, my lucky wooden spoon, my mortar and pestle. Everything here seems to be in its place. I won't open the drawers though. They're stuffed with tea towels they either embroidered ourselves or got as gifts. Okay, not yet. I still gotta look around for ingredients. This shelf is packed with cured meats, cheeses, and wild herbs and mushrooms. I don't think I need anything here. I should look around more. It's a needlepoint image of a mill. It took her weeks to make this, but she worked on it so patiently, stitch by stitch. As you continue to look at the image, a strange feeling comes over you. Take a closer look. Oh, heck yeah! You realize what's wrong with the image. It was first made with threads in a dozen different hues, but the stitches you see now are monochrome. Where did the colors go? I don't understand. Did the spirits do this? I hope I can restore the colors somehow. Yeah, that would freak me out. You keep a healthy stock of homebrewed tinctures, salves, and tonics. They come in handy when someone in the village is hurt or ill. In these parts, treatments are often combined with a shot of herbal liquor. It's a must-have. Everything in my pantry is jumbled up because I keep picking things up and putting them back in the wrong place. I can't find a thing. What was I looking for again? Come on, come on. Ah, here. The jar of sugar was hiding behind a basket of dried mushrooms. Got white sugar. The upper shelves are stacked with preserves like pickled vegetables, jams, and jellies. They're simple to make. Time does most of the work. This might be helpful later, but I don't need anything now, so I'll leave it alone. Okay, there's gotta be more to her favorite tea than just tea and sugar. Come on. My memory is getting worse. I can't remember Sana's favorite tea. My grandmother always spoke of helpful creatures who live in the mountains. I should look around. Maybe someone can help me. So, tea, you smell something fermenting inside. Why is the lid open? It should be packaged with cabbage leaves. You hear something croak inside the urn. As you gaze into the urn, a pair of sunken eyes peers back at you among the discarded shreds of pickled cabbage. Is someone in there? The creature's voice gurgles like a rumbling stomach. It's difficult to understand, but you try to make out a few words. Pickles, please. Oh my god, for one thing I hate pickles, another thing, oh my god, that would totally freak me out. Okay, the pickles are in here. Okay. That creature wanted something sour. Maybe these peppers will work. I thought it sounded to me like he just wanted pickles. I don't know why, I hate pickles. Alright, here are your pickles. You hear more rumblings from inside the urn. Hungry. Pickles. Give me sour pickles. Would you like some pickled peppers? I made the vinegar myself. It's nice and sour. Peppers? Yes! Give... The creature's crunching echoes slightly as it devours a jar of peppers. Thank. Nice pickles. I find this not tasty. Not pickled, you take. Got flour. Okay, so all I got out of that was flour. How did this plant grow so much faster? It looks ripe enough. Should I try one? I'll have a taste. Ugh, so bitter. Why is it brown inside? The texture is all grainy. It's almost like coffee dregs. Wait, that reminds me of something I wanted to write down. Remember the recipe for coffee. Really? All that took was coffee beans. We used to sit here together and enjoy the view of the stream. She really treasured those peaceful moments. Starting to think that resting is a skill you need to cultivate. No, resting's easy. Trust me, I do it all the time. Yeah, that sounded a lot less loserish in my head. My clothes are dry. We use beets to dye the cloak a rich shade of red. The tunic underneath is dyed using strange rocks from the caves around here. We use the large ones to build the cottage. There's some kind of spiritual activity happening in these rocks. If I remember right, we thought it would help us to attune to the spirits faster. Yeah, I'm trying to find as many recipes as I can. I have an idea. Maybe if I chop off my head, it'll grow back with my memories intact. Okay, that's funny. Great, now I need a cure for my dark sense of humor. Hey, I thought that was funny, come on. I feel a chill rising up from the depths of the well. It carries a faint floral scent. Wait. There's a pale shape just above the water line. It's not moving. What is that? Hey, there's someone. Nico? What's going on? There used to be a path here. How did everything get so overgrown? Well, it's nothing to worry about. Strange things happen all the time on this mountain. I know, but how am I supposed to get through? Does this mean I'm stuck here? It's the same thing on the other side. Came up here to hunt, and when I turned around, it was like this. You just rest. I'll start working on it. There's nothing else to do. Alright, I guess that's true. Thanks, Nico. That's code for, yeah, you can't go that way right now. Man, they did that in Pokemon too. I mean, I used to love when video games did that. Came up with some logical reason why you can't go that way yet. How did this water pump get up here? You get closer. You can talk? Okay, this would freak me out too. Something is muddying the waters. The flow is cut off. I can't sense my brothers. That sounds difficult. Is there anything I can do? Find my brothers. Reconnect the streams. Without them, all I do is drip, drip, drip. That's no good. I'll keep an eye out for them. Alright, so I got a side quest. Help the talking dripping thingy. Man, she acts calmly and things that would freak me the heck out. You know, what's that? What's this? The bees look a bit... Wait, these are spirits. What are they doing in a beehive? Okay, nothing I can do about that right now. Are you the three-eyed witch? Oh, that's why they don't like her. Are you a little elf? What? I'm obviously a kid. You look like a witch because you're an old woman with silver hair. Well, I'm obviously a witch. But why am I three-eyed? I don't know. They say she has a third eye floating high above her body that sees everything that happens in the mountain. Is that how you found me? You must mean my window. It's just stained glass. There's nothing magic about it. That's boring. I bet you're lying. Wow, what a little brat. I've never seen a formation like this. Some of these rocks are perfectly spherical. I sense a lot of spirit activity around them, but without my tools, I have no way of knowing what they're doing here. The village looks quiet and peaceful in the distance. Hermina and Pilar had a baby recently. Stefan took over the taverna. And Zavita's cat passed away. I wonder how they're all doing. Seems I still remember the important things. The last time we all got together, we had drinks and Stefan made food. We were all drinking late into the night. We were snacking on something at midnight. What was it? It was cold, so we roasted something warm and comforting. Oh, I know. Remember the recipe for baked chestnuts? Okay, I'm getting the recipes for coffee and chestnuts, but I still have no recipe for Asana's favorite tea. Some chestnuts fell out of the tree. I'll just help myself. Got chestnuts. I got something I don't need. Huh, they're mushrooms, which I just passed over. Okay, so apparently I am playing as a woman in her golden years, but her face looks pretty young, so that kind of threw me for a loop. What's this? Okay, there's that little cave. I wish there was a way to speed this up faster. Oh, maybe it's hibiscus tea that's Sana's favorite. Well, there's no way to go that way. Sana, not sure I'll be able to make your tea this time. Oh, how come? There's something going on with the spirits around here. The forest is overgrown, so I can't go out to find the ingredients we need. Ah, I see. I'm really sorry. I want you to feel comfortable talking to me about anything that's on your mind. And I know that tea is important to you. It's alright. If you have something else to drink, that'll be fine for now. I can always come back another time for that tea. Okay, I'll see what I can rustle up. Just make yourself comfortable. Well, all closest I've got to tea is coffee. Bob and I used to have this coffee together every morning. It's perfect for welcoming guests. Let's start with the coffee beans. What tool should I use first? I think the mortar and pestle. Of course. It's simple. I just need to grind up the coffee beans in my mortar and pestle. So far so good. The water is boiling, so I need to remove it from the fire and add my ground coffee. Then it goes back over the heat to boil. How many times? I think it just boil it one. No, might make a little difference to the taste, but Bobby used a specific number, and I want to make the same way she did. In that case, no, might make boil 3 times. That's right! She brought the coffee water to a boil and removed it from the fire exactly 3 times. I'm not sure if all grandmothers would agree to the number, but this is how I was taught. Then we finish it off with a spoonful of sugar. It smells perfect. See, your hair might look white, but her face looks a little young. Alright, let's see if Sana likes coffee. What's on your mind, Vesna? I made coffee. I made us some coffee. I know it's not what you wanted, but it's all I could do with the way things are today. It's fine. Maybe I was asking too much. Won't you tell me what's wrong regardless? I know there's something bothering you. I just can't. I've let you down. I'm sorry. Let me ask you something. Vesna? Vesna. Is everything okay with you? Is everything alright with you? Actually, there's something. You're right. I've been troubled these past few months. Since your grandmother passed away. First I thought it was grief, but it's more than that. I have aches all over my body. Within a month, my hair turned silver. Okay, so she's not supposed to be old. And I'm losing my memory. That's why I couldn't remember the recipe for your favorite tea. That sounds awful. Why do you think it's happening? It's the spirits. My only guess is the mountain spirits. Baba was better at controlling them. And now that she's gone, they've run wild. Because I live up here, they seek me out like some kind of beacon. I don't know how to stop them. I think it's more than that. In my research, I've been reading about how your thoughts, conscious and unconscious, can affect the landscape of this mountain. At least, that's what the past people believed. It's possible the spirits are reacting to your state of mind. Okay, so it's her fault. You might be right, but it feels like I'm stuck in a loop. My physical pain affects my state of mind, and dealing with all these bizarre events only makes it worse. You're forgetting something. The past people also had healers like you and your grandmother, and they dealt with the same kinds of problems. There are still traces of them left on the mountain. If you explored their ruins with an open mind, you might find something that would help. Do you think I could reverse the damage that's already been done? Get my memories back and everything? I do. And then you'll be ready to help the villagers and me. I want that more than anything. Thank you, Sana. I'll do my best. The next time I see you, we'll definitely be having tea. With her fading memory and the forest paths blocked off by overgrown brush, Vesna was not able to make Sana special tea. Even so, Vesna was able to keep their friendship intact. She resolves to take her grandmother's place as healer of the village. In the full game, you'll be able to make the tea and unlock the core story path. Sana will reveal what she's been hiding under her hood. If you make the right choices, you'll be able to help her and other villagers using Vesna's cooking and her affinity with the mountain spirits. Thank you for playing the Tea for Sana demo. Follow Pillow Soup for updates and check out the artists supporting the project. Press interact to end the demo. Okay, alright, kind of messed up there, so I thought it was just going to take me back to the menu screen. I am so sorry. Alright, that was my own stupid fault. This is what happens when I try to film a video before class. Well, let's look at the dev's notes. Hi, I'm Pillow Soup. Thanks for trying out the demo for Tea for Sana. What would you like to know? Well, who are you? This is a solo project made with the support of Laura Hergeg, music and sound design, and Luca Rudun, scene promo art and cutscene art. I'm Pillow Soup, a game developer, writer, and artist. Lately, I've been exploring my Slavic roots, and I'm making this game as a love letter to everything I've learned so far. Oh my god, that is so beautiful that she's doing that. Which, I'll be honest, I really don't know anything about Slavic culture, and I'm not going to pretend that I do. To me, cooking serves a function beyond just satisfying hunger. It can heal the body and mind, strengthen relationships, and build bridges between cultures. Yeah, I've actually been trying to get back into cooking myself. Got this book called Sweetness and Lightning. I've been taking pictures of the recipes. I've taken a picture of definitely recipes I'll make, possible recipes I'll make, and I don't take pictures of recipes I know I won't be making. There's a recipe in there for fried chicken, and I know that ain't happening because my mom's scared to get a deep fryer. She says that when you deep fry things, they fly into your face and leave lasting scars. But I would like to cook again. This game will be dedicated to the memory of my grandmother, who taught me the value of food, family, and friendship. That's so sweet. What would you like to know? What's in the demo? The Tea for Sana will be a short narrative experience, around 2 hours. So the demo is meant to be played 15 to 20 minutes. Well, as someone who has class coming up in a few, I really appreciate that. I thought this demo would be an hour long. There are several items available to find, though not all are usable in the demo. You can meet the central characters and get a glimpse of the story to come. The full game will feature more explorable areas, NPCs, recipes, cooking ingredients, and special equipment. What does the pipe do? Nothing right now. In the full game, the pipe will be your key to solving environmental puzzles and catching spirits. Can I help all the characters? The demo, you can cook for 2 of the NPCs. It's different from the full game. But my goal is to give you a taste of the gameplay and story without giving away too much. Cool, thanks. No, you're cool. Got him. I'm stuck. It's okay to get stuck sometimes. To get the most out of the demo, try interacting with everything you find with the white V-shaped indicator. Oh yeah, I totally did that. You should be able to brew a cup of coffee by finding the recipe and 2 ingredients. The fireplace downstairs is your cooking station. Once you've made coffee, try sharing it with someone. Oh, I shared it with Sana. Where can I follow your progress? It's kind of you to ask. You can follow me on Instagram at PillowSoupGames for regular posts and updates. If you haven't already, please wishlist the game on Steam. You'll be notified when it releases and goes on sale. Yeah, I have an Instagram, but I'm like barely on it. That's why I don't have a link there. I don't take that many pictures, so there's no point. And yeah, I plan on wishlisting this game. Thanks again for playing. I hope you like it. Nothing right now. No problem. Have fun. Well, anyway, despite getting tricked like that at the end, I actually did enjoy this game. I thought it was very unique and, well, it really pulled me in because even though I couldn't make the T-Sana one, I'm very interested in what's going on in her past. I'm very interested in what's going on in the mountain and why the main character, I think, and why Vesna is and why Vesna is losing her memory and why her hair is turning white. So it seems like she's just aging really fast since her grandmother died. And she has to fix this end of town by apparently making recipes for people. Well, it's a very unique style cooking game, and I do love the old 2D feel, the old 2D retro feel. And when I was looking up demos, this was most interesting, and seems like the full game's gonna be interesting too, but since the demo's over, my time wasting has to come to an end. I hope you liked this video enough to give it a like. Subscribe to me if you want to see more content from me, and be sure to click that notification bell so you can stay up to date. And I do have other social medias which you can follow through, well, I have links to all of my other social media accounts that I'm regularly on in the info part on YouTube. You can follow any one of them. And, well, any one of them, from Twitter to Mastodon to TikTok to Twitch and Wattpad. And I would love you to check me out on Wattpad, because I've been really into Ranger Reject lately, and I am looking for fellow Ranger Reject RPers. Well, anyway, I gotta go. Like I said, class is just in a few, and I gotta get this ready like fast.